Hi and welcome to Hi-Who, and in this video we'll be unwinding and taking things a little bit more casual. Sometimes you might not be in the mood to devour an intense 12+ hour long game. You might just want to sit back and do something a little bit more chill to take your mind off things. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at one of those games. The game I want to talk to you about is Blind Legend. Now before you go, why is he playing unrelated footage? Let me just tell you, this isn't your conventional video game. It's a game that you play with your eyes shut. Well, it's an experience that's heightened when your eyes are shut. Not that it matters, the screen just literally only shows you clouds. The game is best to play with a controller in your hand and laying down. It's a very relaxing experience. The graphics extends to how far your imagination can actually go, and in my circumstance they were pretty dope. However, the gameplay is where it starts to differ, but we'll get into that in a second. The setting of the game is what I could see and imagine being a medieval fantasy game, traveling from one side of the land to the other with your daughter. It's basically one giant escort quest. However, I'm not entirely sure of who is escorting who. The game has you play as a blind hero, who is kind of like Daredevil using his ears to predict where his enemies are. The gameplay is pretty much within two forms: walking and fighting, listening to the whereabouts of your daughter, redirecting yourself towards her, and then walking forward. You walk through several locations like marketplaces, forests, and snowy vistas. The sound design of each location is also pretty well done. The market sounds like you're walking through an actual busy market, and the snowy vista sounds like you're walking slowly through recently fallen snow. The general pattern of gameplay is doing this and then fighting, and then continuing to walk. The fighting is kind of cool, however somewhat clunky. It's rather simplistic. You have your shield and then you have your attack. Your attack is from your left analog stick and your block is from your right. You can counter attacks, and then you also have the ability to attack in all directions. Each fight has a different attack pattern, so not everything is the same. Generally, your enemies will attack from all sides. The game does a pretty decent job at using its 3D sound panning. You'll know when your enemy is on the right and you will know when your enemy is on your left. The only downside that makes it clunky is knowing when to block or attack, especially when the creatures are more mythical. Things like dogs, bears, and humans all sound familiar, and you know when they're about to lunge. But when creatures are a little bit more ambiguous, it's rather confusing at times. I did die every once in a while from making mistakes of when to attack and counter. The thing that kind of shut me off though was the checkpoint system. I mean, I think I had to participate in about a 2 or 3 minute kind of walking scene before participating in that fight again, and that happened a few times. The coolest thing about the fights is in fact the screen. Now I know I said that it's only just clouds, but if you do play this, like I played it, in the dark, with the lights out and the screen in front of you, when you attack, the screen will flash, and from behind your eyes it's somewhat red, and this is a really kind of cool little effect, and really heightened my experience and immersion. The overall voice acting is a little rigid, and the script is pretty basic, but this game isn't meant to be a AAA title or anything. It's just a simple computer or mobile game. It's a small, ambitious game that offers a very simple experience for those who want to try something new out. The game costs around $7 on Steam and is actually free on mobile. However, it does have in-app purchases that extend to how many lives you have. To purchase infinite lives, it actually costs the same as what you would pay full price. I picked up this game on sale on Steam, and I can say it was actually worth that price if you are open for a unique experience. This game is a game that you play with your eyes shut, and it's clearly not for everyone. But if you are open to trying it out, give it a go for free on mobile at first. If you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, hit the like and sub button. What other games would you like me to play and review? Let me know in the comments below. This is Shawnee Maurice from Hi-Who. Thanks for watching.